back home here in Waimea, just like I was last week, and jumping right into a YouTube Live right now. I want to talk about AI. I want to talk about artificial intelligence and its relationship to personal growth and development, which all of you are in. So yeah, I'm hanging out here at home, just getting to spend some downtime with the kids and whatnot. My grill's over here, my wife's sitting right over here listening in on this. And we use AI. We use AI as a company. Definitely. It's a super powerful tool. It really, really is. And man, there are so many articles coming out and so many people coming up to me and talking to me about what's the appropriate use of it. And I'm like, well, first of all, you can't define an appropriate use for technology because it's going to be different in every single area, in every single context. There's going to be a difference to it. And yet there is a concern that is occurring more and more. And there are a lot of articles coming out how people are utilizing AI for everything, not learning how to utilize it, but literally letting AI make the decisions. Here's an example. And it was cute. And the guy was being funny. I'm not going to mention his name. I was teaching a recent master level class in Tampa. And I teach a very powerful tool of how do you set your goal? How do you set your personal goal for what it is that you want to achieve in your life? And I had just gotten done doing it. And I'm like, okay, you guys have 10 minutes to write your goal. You guys have 10 minutes to write up what it is that you want to be putting out there in the future. And I put some music on, and this guy walks right up to the stage as I put music on, and he goes, I got to share this with you. And I'm like, what do you got? He goes, look. And he shows me his phone. He goes, not only does AI know you, I said, I'm taking a class with you. And I said, how you, Dr. Matt, do this, and this, and you've written these books, incredible in the field. I'm like, well, that's awesome. Thank you. And he goes, no. So I had it for you. If you're having AI do the entire thing for you, there is an inherent problem with that in that you're allowing AI to think for you. Now, let's flip that. I was working with one of my clients and they needed to come up with a mission statement for their company. And I have a master's in business with a strong emphasis on marketing. And I'll tell you that, 10, 15 years ago, companies would bring me in and help them to craft a mission statement and do a values alignment. And it could sometimes take days, hours dedicated to the linguistics of it, crafting it, all of that fun stuff. And we put in some information to AI and it pumped out a mission statement for their company that was absolutely amazing. Even I sat there going, man, I teach linguistics and this stuff is super good. What's the difference between the two? Well, I know that the guy was joking. I know the student was joking. He's a great student and ended up writing his own goal. Well, with the first example, you're asking AI to do everything without giving it any parameters. Now, AI has a lot of intelligence. That's why they call it artificial intelligence. What it doesn't have is a soul. It doesn't have the heart that you have as a human. And so, we're going to have to be pivoting really soon. And as a company, teaching people how do you utilize AI? How do you take the things that you've learned in Neuro Linguistic Programming and Huna, and how do you give that information to AI so that AI is able to actually help you? The other example where my client set these parameters, said, here's what my company's all about. Here are the values that we have. Here's how long we've been in business. Here's what our primary focus is. Based on all of that, would you please help me create a mission statement? And what AI created was amazing. It's called working with technology, not having technology work you. And that's where a lot of problems are coming up with, where people are asking AI to do things like diagnose issues that deal with the mind and emotion. And really, when you don't have a soul and you don't factor in that level of purpose and that level of connection to spirit, to higher self, to higher consciousness, you're just bringing in a lot of intelligence, and that's it. What do they say? Knowledge is power. Knowledge is only potential power. Action is real, and AI is not going to be able to take action for you. You're still going to have to take action, okay? I hope this helps, and if you like it, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We got a lot more information on there. Check us out at nlp.com. My team is in Phoenix today. Those of you who are joining them in Phoenix, have a wonderful time. You got some incredible individuals there. Val and Carl, Sabrina, they're all there. And next week, I think we're in Dallas. Next week. And so those of you who are in those areas and you're interested in jumping into our live events, go check out nlp.com. I look forward to seeing you all next week. Aloha.